Hi, my name's Helen Paynter. I'm Coordinator of Theological Education here at Bristol Baptist College, and I've come up specially, I'm working from home at the moment, but I've come up specially because I want to show you this beautiful building where I work, and we're based on Bristol Downs. It's just the most wonderful place to work and study. Let's go inside and have a little look around. So here we are in the foyer. In normal days, then when you come in like this, you'll be greeted by Heather, our receptionist, and Pav, our administrator, also works in the foyer here. So there's always a friendly face to welcome you. As one of the wonderful things about working here actually is it's a friendly place. It's a smallish place, and so everyone knows everyone else. Let me take you upstairs to my office. So this is my office on the first floor. It might not be the most exciting room in the building to most people, but it is to me. It's actually the nicest office in the building. We don't tell anybody else. But I brought you here because I wanted to show you this. We don't do titles here. You're not going to call anybody Dr. So-and-so or Reverend so-and-so. Everyone's on first name terms. Like I say, everyone knows everyone else. It's a really friendly, lovely place to be. This is the dining room, come common room, and sometimes people come and work here. This building's very quiet at the moment, as you can imagine, but actually, as it happens, one of our postgraduate students is here. Simon's here, he's doing a PhD, and he's popped in to use the library today and to do a bit of work. But just have a little look around this room. Set up for COVID at the moment, but normally we have the tables grouped around in a more friendly fashion. Somewhere to sit and have coffee, somewhere to have shared meals. Community is really important here, and I love this beautiful room. The chapel is just here. Might as well show you that while we're at it. So this is our lovely chapel. We gather here for prayers every morning, term time or not, and all our students are invited to join us. If you're around, if you're a theology student and you're around and you're in the city, you are warmly invited to join us for morning prayers. And on Wednesday afternoons, we have our communion service in here. I'll take you in. It's not really set up very well at the moment. Again, everything's a bit weird because of COVID, but it gives you a bit of an idea of our worshipping space. Now, I want to take you upstairs to the library. So here we are on the second floor by the library. Don't worry about the stern no entry signs, that's a COVID thing. This is actually really normally a very welcoming place. Mike, our librarian, is just fantastic at helping students and staff get hold of the resources they need. Come on in, let me show you around because I just love this place. So here we are in the library. Susanna's just going to pan the camera a little bit so you can get a feel for what it looks like. I'm going to take you to the very best shelves of all. This is the biblical section. I'm a biblical specialist, I'm an Old Testament specialist, and I love to come and browse here. Most of the books that I want will be found on these shelves. If they're not, then they might be found, of course, at our partners at Trinity College, just across the Downs. Quite a lot of the lectures take place there, and you're able to use that library as well. And if you can't get them in either of those places, then, like I say, have a word with the librarian, and he'll be able to probably get it for you. Excuse me, I just need to look something up a minute. Here we are in the study part of the library. It's got these individual carrels with lights, with electrical sockets, everything you need for quiet study. And the final place I want to show you is one of our lecture rooms. This one's called the Foskett room. At the moment, as you can see, we're set up for COVID. Normally the desks would be arranged in a rather more friendly fashion, but you can also see we've got some of the tech for remote learning, which we've all been having to acquire the skills for this year. Some of your classes will take place here in the Baptist College. Some of your classes would take place across at Trinity. As I mentioned, we work in close partnership, and you'll be having lectures with Trinity students as well. So this place can accommodate about 25-30 students, non-COVID days. So some smaller lectures will take place here and some will be across the Downs. Just a short trip across. You can walk, you can cycle, you can hop in the car and pop back in time for lunch. But let me tell you a little bit about what we offer here. We're very proud to offer programmes at every level of academic study. We've got a weekend programme that runs on 8 Saturdays a year. That's access level. It's a really good way of dipping your toe into theological study if you're thinking about just starting. We've got an undergraduate programme where you can end up with a bachelor's degree. That comes from Durham University. It's a world-class university, and we're very proud to be associated with them. We also offer master's degrees, also through Durham University, a taught master's programme, which can be taken full-time or part-time. In fact, all of our studies can be taken full-time or part-time. You can do it full-time in a year or part-time in up to 4 years. There's a really wide, interesting range of modules. We have some specialist tracks in the master's programme as well. You can do a specialist track in youth work, youth and families work. You can do a specialist track in Anabaptist studies, and you can do a specialist track in Bible and violence. That's my particular baby. And then we have a lively research programme. You've already met one of our research students. Some live in Bristol, some live elsewhere in the UK, some live elsewhere in the world and study with us remotely, just coming and visiting once a year. We can supervise in biblical studies, in ethics, in church history, in theology, in anything really that you're likely to want to study in a theological college. We have very good quality supervisors who can help you with that. You can do an MPhil, which is effectively like the first year of a PhD, and you can finish at that point, or you can go on, upgrade it, and then continue and get a PhD. Our research programmes are awarded through Aberdeen University, another world-class university that we're very proud to be associated with. As coordinator of theological education, you'd expect me to say this is the best place in the world to study theology, and I genuinely believe this is a wonderful place to join, wonderful place to come and study. I very much hope that you'll consider coming and joining our learning, worshipping community.